It may not be Christmas quite yet, but Santa has definitely come down our chimney to deliver us with the most beautiful of gifts. Hi, my name is Nemo Clancy, and in 2019, January 29th, I posted a video called Ronald OMG Sucks. I reacted to a little video of Ronald OMG playing Season 3 of Fortnite, in which he was remarkably bad. But of course, he was a young kid. My frustration was merely the fact that this was what you got when you searched up the phrase Victory Royale, and I, a 14-year-old with much pride to protect, I was frustrated that the perception of myself and those who associated themselves with the Fortnite community would be labelled as OMGers, to say the least. We have come a long way since 2019, and I have grown quite a bit. Like, look at me. I'm a shell. I look like a electrocuted squirrel. I was told by somebody I used to go to church with that I look like Jesus, which is impressive seeing he was brown. Ladies, gentlemen, children, and dogs, let me introduce to you Ronald OMG. We are back. Originally, this was going to be a shitpost. I was just going to basically go into the whole Ronald OMG video and take the piss, like I used to. You know, it was just going to be like an OG Nemo reaction video. But as I sat here, getting ready to put up a few lights, because I want to uphold some level of standard, I don't know, it felt a little more meaningful than just a shitpost. It is, for the 5 people who remember, something kind of special. Damn, them headphones are now on like I am on fleek. Ronald OMG. You know, damn, he's gotten older, hasn't he?
Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today,
I mean, he's quieted down. Quite a bit. He's quieted down. He's still got the shaky cam and the attention-grasping subtitles going, but that's beside the point. Come a long way, Ronald. How are the views going? Views? Well, for those who haven't kept up with Ronald OMG, I have. Somewhat. I've somewhat kept up with his antics, just out of curiosity. There's this strange tie I've had to Ronald OMG in his past. Ronald OMG is now a committed Christian, which is not something I expected to come out of him. It's not something I didn't expect either. I mean, welcome to America. You know, if you're gonna wear a polo shirt like that. Yeah, his Christian roots are cute. I think it's very nice. It's nice that as he's growing up, he's attaching himself to something that's not just like clout farming, you know? Anyway, let's just watch this. And if at any point I have something, you know, pseudo-philosophical to say, then we shall.
very special day because today we're playing Fortnite OG Chapter 1,
Woot woot.
Season 1.
Hell yeah,
I'm
we are.
so hyped for this, bro. Just looking at the lobby, we're already in the OG lobby. Look at this.
That's just... It's fine. I'm not mocking him. We're kindred spirits. I'm gonna stay in the light.
That's this like factory area. Oh, yo, this is actually sick, bro. This is actually sick. Yo, bro, remember one of my first Fortnite videos, bro? Oh, this area as well. I remember that. All right, we gotta go this factory, bro.
Oh. He actually did go to Dusty Depot in the video I reacted to, the Ronald OMG Sucks video, and this is actually this is a very interesting tangent, I guess. Dusty Depot as a place in Fortnite. I remember when I reacted to it, it was Season 7. So watching a video from Season 3, I was like, Dusty Depot. I remember that from when I played, but of course I can't access it. I can't play with Dusty Depot. And weirdly enough, and this is kind of strange, it was like my first perception of... Well, not my first, but definitely the first... Sorry. It was one of my first times in my adolescence feeling like I missed out on something. I hadn't really experienced that before. When you're young, everything is new. You know, everything that's happening is happening for the first time. And I guess I'm still young, of course. I'm still learning a lot. But definitely that feeling of, oh, something happened before and not again, was a little shocking. And this idea of, hey, there is a location on the map, Dusty Depot, that now I'm seeing a kid play from the past, play with, and I won't get to experience that. That was a little shocking. I was like, wow. I think the best immediate concept of an artistic medium that I think people who view this would know of is probably Unus Annus, because that was the whole concept, is that idea of let's create something that you'll miss. Let's create something that you'll miss out on. And did a good job, Markiplier. He did a good job. Obviously, Crank gameplays as well. Ethan, no need to. The concept of it's over. It was new for a 13-year-old. Maybe I was jealous. Maybe I was. Who knows? Was I jealous of Ronald OMG? Is, I guess, the question I'm asking. I don't know. Was I jealous of Ronald OMG? Getting to play the old map? Or just getting views? I don't know. I wasn't necessarily ever a views-driven person when I was younger. But I definitely felt like I was doing better. I wasn't. My content was garbage. Still is, somewhat. Still trying. But who knows?
I know we had OG season like last year, but it was not as OG as this, bro. We're in season 1 right now, bro. We still have the OG movement though, which is an interesting choice by Epic.
It's an interesting choice because it's the better choice. Nostalgia blinds a lot of people, I fear. I don't know how old the people are that watch me, or let alone watch the Nemo V2 channel. Things are not innately better just because they're over. And definitely something I've had to come into contact with in the recent years is that feeling of things are over. You know, Fortnite Season 1, Chapter 1, it's all over. But was it better? No. I mean, life was easier. Let's be clear, I was 12 at the time of Chapter 1, Season 1. And my biggest concern in life was merely, how am I going to get my Scratch game released so my 4 friends can play it? You know, we were dreamers, when we were younger. We were dreamers. And that kind of gets kicked out of you as you grow up. And it's important, I think, with nostalgia, not to attach that optimism, that juvenile hope. Let's not attach that to Fortnite. Let's not attach that to a golden scar. Let's attach that to you and who you were, and what can you embrace of that younger version of you into a new reality. What is there to embrace? Let's continue.
Interesting choice. We've got quite a few people landing here, I believe. But to be honest, maybe the OG movement's a good thing. Or we're landing in the door. Yo, this is actually hype, bro.
He said maybe the OG movement's a good thing. After I did that whole rant, maybe I should have just watched 2 more seconds. Who knows?
So that's why I got the winning glider, the snowflake one. So I'm pretty OG. Not season 1 OG, but I'm season 2.
You were 12. No, how old were you? If Ronald OMG is now 15, then 7 years ago he was, oh my gosh, he was 8. I bullied an 8-year-old. I bullied an 8-year-old child. That's one way to get views. What was that? Why did I do that? People often would say, oh, you're just jealous of him because he's better. He wasn't. Like, I wasn't better. But he wasn't necessarily the gold standard I was reaching towards. And I think that made it easier, actually. I could tear down Ronald OMG because I didn't need to prove anything to him. There's a maturity that comes with pacifism. I believe there's a maturity that comes with pacifism. I feel like this idea that you have to lash out at everything that you dislike is a misunderstanding of disliking. For those who are aware of the Fragments series that I've made, I'm making a new one, by the way. Those who are aware of Fragments, Fragments is based off the Jungian archetypes. And while I'm no expert, Jung had this very interesting idea with the Jungian archetypes when it comes to the idea of self. Who are you? Jung effectively laid out these 2 circles and then their intersection. You have the ego, the shadow, and then your true self in the middle. The ego is just like who you try to be. Who do you present yourself to be? From my understanding, it's when you get dressed and look in the mirror, it's that idea of what am I aiming for? Who am I trying to appear as? But there's an important one to factor in, and that is the shadow, who you don't want to be. It's this avoidance, it's this negative persona. And the shadow is interesting because Jung very clearly says that you need to actually integrate the shadow. Why is that? It's because when you look at someone like Ronald OMG here, they must be living a life equally as complex as your own. Therefore, even though they're your shadow, they must be doing something right. For them to be living in that way, they must have a logical step-by-step process in their brain telling them that they are right. So even though you might despise them, you have to at least acknowledge that maybe they know a thing or two. You have to integrate what you can from the shadow. If you ignore the shadow entirely, you become stuck up, you become abrasive, you become unable to change, and that's unhealthy, blatantly. So when I say there's a maturity that comes from pacifism, I think there's a maturity that comes from being able to integrate your shadow. Being able to look at someone like Ronald OMG and not necessarily tear them down, but say, if I were Ronald, what would I do? How would I be the best person I could be?
Oppa. Okay, we died, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's run it back, bro. Let's run it back.
I like that. That's nice. I don't know, I see a lot of posts on Twitter and stuff talking about like Fortnite OG and stuff like that, and they're just complaining. Voice crack. I'm a big boy now. Fundamentally, Fortnite OG is as dumb fun as it could really be. You know, it's literally, hey, remember the thing you used to do 7 years ago? Want to do it again? It's not meant to be conquered. It's not meant to be, ironically, won, even though it's a game that you're meant to win. It's not about being the greatest Fortnite player of all time. It's kind of just about saying, yeah, you know what, it's okay to just enjoy it. And that's nice seeing Ronald lose his first game and just kind of go, ah, who cares, let's run him back, let's keep going. Yes, Ronald, let's run it back, let's keep going. That's a good way to, I guess, approach life in a way. There's that saying of like, you know, what happens when you fall off the horse? Yeah, get back on. Not always. There's some exceptions, but definitely one thing you don't want to do is fall off the horse, lie there, and look around and go, when is somebody going to put me back on the horse? At least sit there. If you're going to sit there on the ground, you can at least think, why did I fall off the horse? Let's think about that for a second. A dangerous thing to do is get a new horse every time and say, oh, my first horse was better. My first horse, I loved my first horse. Stupid new horses. Not as good. I mean, maybe they're not, but it doesn't matter. You still gotta be on a horse. It's better than being on your ass. I don't know. I'm yapping. Let's keep watching.
No, it's OG. When did I start, bro? I was like 8 or 9. I was like 9 years old when like this was a thing.
Yeah, you were.
What year were we in? Like
2017.
Early 2018, late 2017.
Yep. Aye, aye,
go?
Captain.
Should we go same spot? Should we go? Ooh. I'm just going unnamed locations, but come on, bro. Look at this. Oh, the house is over here. I remember this place. These houses. I remember that. But, like, the thing is, this
I
is
like
the
that.
best. Like,
No, that's like, can I point, like, oh my gosh, I keep pausing. When you interpret the old memories and stuff, there's always that like small, like one or two things that stands out, you know. And I think people underestimate how important old one or two memories are. You know, obviously there's big milestones, right? The big things that everyone points out. Traveling with your family, or birthdays, or graduating school. Big moments. They happen all across your life. Yay, it's my last day of preschool. You know? But, at least for me, and I imagine this is a congruent experience, but I think the most memorable things are those memories with like one or two other people. I do have this one memory of year 6 when we were on a camp. I had these two best friends, but we used to squabble quite often. Our little trio had issues. some issues brought by some really unfortunate circumstances that had occurred in the year for one of the people in my group, but nonetheless, it was just, we were besties, but at each other's throats. There was this one night, however, we went bowling. And as we were bowling, we kind of realized that we were having fun. We had this collective effervescence of realizing that we were grateful. We realized we were just happy to be there. And I don't think we ever really truly understood what we were feeling at the moment. But we got back to our cabin on this school camp after bowling, and we just wouldn't stop saying how much we really were so happy about that night. We were grateful. That night, no one else would remember. Why would they? There were no photos of that night taken. Why would they take photos? It's just a random night. But we remember. So yeah, you know, when you're thinking, oh, where do I land in Fortnite OG? Yeah, of course, if you ask ChatGPT, where do I land in Fortnite OG to feel the memories, it'll say, you can land at Retail Row. Retail Row is full of great locations to drop. No, I want to land at the random 2 houses up the top. That when I was 8 years old, I used to feel too scared to fight the other players, so I landed away from the people. And that's where I would loot up. That's where I'd start my game. I want to land at the crates. I want to land at the factories. It's more special, those small things. When people say, like, treat every day like it's your last, treat every day like it's fleeting, you know. I think they're missing out the why, you know. People say that, and it sounds lovely and poetic and a little shit, but there's also something to that of why? You know, we're at the end of 2024. 2025 is around the corner. Next you'll be 20. Next you'll be 25, 30, 35, 40. One day you'll be married, you know, one day you'll be in a house, one day you'll have a new car, new kids, whatever. And you'll be looking back and going, what happened? Like, what? Equally so, sometimes those things haven't happened yet. And you're already thinking, that's daunting. That's terrifying. What did I do? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? And those small little things, I think, they're some of the biggest building blocks. I guess Inside Out got that right? The core memories. Simple things. And that's the best part of those. That's the best part of the core memories from Inside Out. They're simple things. Playing hockey with parents or whatever. I like that. Enjoy the small things, I guess. Small.
I just need to realize.
Yeah, enjoy the small things, he says.
Alright, we changed it up. One last change of the skin. This one. Definitely this one. The Rex, bro. This is definitely OG. What was the Rex pickaxe? Was there a Rex pickaxe?
Can't you cut this out? No, I'm not critiquing him. Shush it. Wasn't he wearing this skin in Ronald OMG socks?
The other day I needed to make a thumbnail, and in my thumbnail I needed the Victorial logo. So, what I did was I needed to make...
He was wearing some random skin.
Guys, would you rather have 100 shield and 1 health, or 100 health and 1 shield?
I stand by what I say next. Damn, bro had health for days.
Purple scar. This guy built a bridge, bro.
It's fine. I can't mock him. Guy built a bridge. Oh, he's... Whatever.
Alright, well that's GG's. We could not get a win, but we got the legendary scar. People are sweating, bro. Chill out. Alright, guys. Hope you liked the video. Smash the like button. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Damn. Didn't even get a win. You know, it's one of those things. I think that video was the commentary kind of dropped off near the end. It's a very old school type of video, you know, like just uploading like 26 minutes of gameplay. It's a bit wild, and I'm surprised because Ronald would have a younger audience. That's not a critique. That's a fact. Ronald would have a younger audience. They need that like constant. It's the modern day of entertainment. Is just overwhelm the viewer with information and just that's entertainment. It's just YouTube, really. That's just like as YouTube a gaming video can be, really. There's nothing more than that. Ronald OMG Muay Thai? Because we have more in common than I thought. Okay. Sorry? Sorry? When was this? 2023. April 28th. Man, April 28th. What was I doing? I think I was just starting making Student Filmmaker. Still conceptualizing Echoes. I wasn't even close to that. April. Goodness. Ooh. Boom. Nice. I don't know. I'm not reacting to Fortnite anymore. I recorded for 40 minutes. It's like the good old days, isn't it? What do I say? Do I say I see you in the next one? Is that what I do? I guess that kind of goes to show it's been some time and I've kind of learnt a thing or two. I'm glad Ronald's doing alright. You know, Ronald, if you ever want a beer, you're still too young, so that sucks. Ronald, I hope you're doing alright. I'm glad you're doing alright. I'll see you in the next one. And remember to smash that like